This time, on Highway Thru Hell,
It's bulging pretty bad.
a touch-and-go battle
There's something wrong with that truck.
for Team Reliable.
Here we go.
Al hustles
All right.
I'll give him the back down and grab you.
on the hill,
Fight Mother Nature right now.
You don't want to go up there.
and off-road mayhem
This is not what I got on a phone call.
tests Jamie's young blood.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's going on? I just woke up.
It's good. If you like winter,
8 a.m.
really watch yourself.
in British Columbia's Cascade Mountains.
Wow, what the hell happened there?
In the ditch. There's a wrecker heading up right now.
Dispatched from the town of Merritt
We're out in Black Sheep.
is Rooster Merkley with Reliable Towing.
This recovery, I don't know too much about it yet. We'll see how it goes.
Anybody give me an update on the accident on 97C?
Arriving with Rooster
There's that truck lift on its side.
is a 50-ton heavy. And Supervisor Dylan Greenwood.
It's probably pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty decent shape.
I think it came in pretty slow. Like, he came in here pretty easy, eh?
Yeah, right here.
I think the driver fared pretty good.
Hours ago, the semi hauling groceries crashed into the bank.
Looks like he had a bad day.
So I'm gonna back in, like, right here.
Joining the Merritt crew today
How much does this thing weigh?
is operator James Luke.
We should be 63,000. Trailer's gonna be 48 of those.
That extra set of eyes that can come out and say, hey, let's try this, let's do that. And you never know, it might work.
With 40,000 pounds of cargo
We're just seeing if it's hollow.
at stake.
I think the load inside is what carried it over, because the dip here is deeper on this side than it is on the front.
Dylan needs to decide if they'll right the transport with the load inside.
If you bring it all up as one, if something goes wrong, you don't look like a superhero anymore.
We don't usually try them loaded, but I think it might work out for us. Hopefully we don't have to go back home with our tail between our legs.
That's a big job.
Anybody know how the 97C's looking? Trailer went the ditch last night.
Near Merritt,
I'm gonna set up on the rear, put you on the front.
Yeah.
a wreck loaded with groceries.
It's all set up with a nice low line and a nice high line.
Yeah.
And we'll bring it up and over.
As the Reliable team
It's sort of a gamble.
planning a bold move.
The trailer's in really good shape. So we're gonna try to keep it all together as one piece.
That's gonna go in the back here.
Hopefully it comes back onto its wheels.
Pass me the end of the soft strap. Just make sure it grabs. So right here, you're gonna hook it to that fifth wheel. Rooster. There you go.
On traffic control is Jamie Davis's stepson, Brandon.
The guys here at Reliable have not the greatest amount of room.
I'm ready to go whenever.
Anybody heading east on 97C? We're going to be coming to a stop.
with low lines to the frame and high lines to straps. The two heavies will try to right the rig intact.
Well, we're pulling. We got to make sure it doesn't cause any more damage to the trailer.
Tell me when to stop.
Okay. Okay. Keep going, Rooster.
When you got two trucks on it, you need to work in sync.
Let Rooster catch up.
If one truck starts pulling a little bit faster than the other one, you're fighting each other.
It's bulging pretty bad on the bottom here. Hold there.
Hard to say, that load's right in the middle.
I'm kind of nervous about it. If it breaks apart, it's gonna make a hell of a mess.
This wall's not happy.
How's the coke look today?
I believe winter's here.
100 kilometers away. On the Coquihalla.
Started getting snow yesterday. We've got about 18 centimeters since then.
Highways Maintenance Supervisor Curtis Brown.
The only way to stay safe working on the coke is know your surroundings.
Spots an unusual sight in the Great Bear Snow Shed.
When transport trucks start struggling to make it up, the intensity of the snowfall is generally quite high.
How's it going? What's wrong with it?
But the problem here isn't snow. This driver
Hopefully that's it. Okay.
stopped to fix electrical trouble.
Dealing with these issues as they're coming up and carry on his way.
Yeah, that resin truck's rolling.
5 minutes north.
Up against the snowbank there, eh?
It's been snowing to beat the band. We got a lot of snow on the ground.
Al Quiring
Okay, here we go.
is wrangling another problem.
Tighten her up.
A stuck loader.
Good, good, good. Beauty.
It's critical we get him back into service as soon as possible.
She's out of there.
He's got the green machine.
Some pretty big flakes falling in.
Patrolling the hill.
Northbound, we got one spun out.
Curtis spots the same rig that was in the snow shed.
The driver's transporting some resin. It's got to be at least 60,000 pounds. It's a lot of weight, and that weight is not on his drive tires.
Do you want to tug up the hill? Yeah, I'll give him the back down and grab you, okay? Okay.
Unless you have perfect traction, and you're done.
Hey, Al. I've got one that's spun out that needs a tug up.
Yeah, in a few minutes there, that'll work out perfect.
It's really helpful having Al. I can call him anytime.
Tow truck's backing down the hill.
We're fighting Mother Nature right now, so we'll see what happens.
Time is of the essence. You've got to be fairly quick and be confident on what you're going to do.
anything fishing up the stream. We come and pull the big fish up past the waterfall, and then that way they go.
Doesn't matter to me what he's hauling. Just care about getting them off the road.
With the resin truck rolling,
You guys can make a pass right away and get that spot cleared outside the shed where the truck was spun out. That'd be great.
Curtis's team has a smooth road ahead.
Crews are cycling the areas that are getting hit the hardest.
Anything to keep the highway going. That's what we're here for.
Following and standing in progress. Thanks for your work. Gotta get an accident scene up here.
1 hour east.
Hard to say, that load's right in the middle.
Team Reliable's recovery.
The wall's bulging pretty bad. Just got to make sure that it's not going to split open.
Is barely holding together.
I don't like it. Cool.
40,000 pounds of groceries.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hit and miss, I'd say.
Inside the rig. Could be lost.
What if you tried to pull the back end up a bit?
That's what I was just thinking about doing.
There's a lot at stake here.
Yeah, run the chain around the far side, and I'll throw a high line on it and see if I can bring the trailer up over this way.
Okay. We have to make sure that we don't damage the wall.
So out here? Yep, okay. Stop there, you're gonna go to that D-ring up there. Okay, go to that D-ring. Okay. Good.
Okay, pull.
With one line added from Dylan's record.
It's coming.
On Black Sheep's controls.
Keep constant tension on it.
I'm trying.
Rooster, a heavy rescue novice,
Keep going.
is under pressure.
I think I've done maybe 3 or 4 heavy wrecks where they're in the ditch.
Hey, guys.
Definitely stressing me out a little bit. This could go bad very quickly.
What's going on here? There's a tow truck pulling truck out of the ditch.
Near Merritt.
Oh!
A major recovery. Up in the air.
Just tell him to help.
Just pull.
I can't.
It's definitely a scary situation.
Has Rooster on edge.
All that weight from the groceries is on that wall. Something's gonna give. It could be catastrophic.
There's load on that.
Little more on the bottom.
Inside the box. 40,000 pounds of groceries.
Hey, Dylan! Front corner's starting to give.
Refuse to come easy.
Until we get this job done, no one's really going anywhere.
There's a recovery.
Right now, repositioning.
You're starting to pull the tractor back a little bit now with you.
To open the road.
I got no tension on it.
Is not an option.
What if I hook somewhere up here?
Let's take your chain off here. Let's throw you right here.
If he lets go of the line, the whole trailer goes back in the ditch on its side.
Traffic has been stopped for quite a long time, but there's really nothing we can do about it.
I'm at the point where I have to set this thing back on its face.
Oh.
So, either we get progress, or we set it down.
Any timeline? So it looks like it'll be a good still for you. How's the coast doing?
Looks pretty clear right now.
100 kilometers away, afternoon traffic is flowing.
Winter driving on the Coquihalla could be sun shining to a blizzard. It is a very dangerous position to be in if you're not prepared.
Well, that's nice. You get to see some tarmac here. It's good.
Traffic free flowing.
Survival of the fittest on these roads here.
Near the summit,
What's going on here?
authorities are out,
Hey, how you doing?
helping motorists.
Just a safety check today and a gift from BC Highway Patrol. Thank you.
We're just checking for winter preparedness today.
Leading the operation is Inspector Dale Somerville.
Biggest thing we're looking for here is make sure folks have the proper winter tires on. Make sure that they have emergency kits. Make sure they have proper wiper fluid.
Oh, BC Highway Patrol. There you go. Enjoy.
In snowy conditions, salt and sand can wreak havoc on visibility.
Drive safe, okay?
Thank you.
Have a good winter.
Anytime we could take people and educate them to make sure they're safe,
Tires look good.
I think it's a great idea.
Winter driving conditions.
Drive safely, please.
They're still working on getting that out of the ditch.
To the east,
How much tension do you want? A little bit more.
Team Reliable is 2 hours in,
Stop there. We're almost there, Brandon.
racing to save a rig packed with groceries.
We definitely need to get this highway open again.
None of us really know how the load is sitting. We got to make sure we get the rigging perfect.
I just need Rooster to hold it so I can maneuver. Once I maneuver, I'll get to the back.
But as Dylan takes action to open the road,
Okay, Rooster. I got nothing.
there's an unwelcome surprise.
My hydraulics are acting up on Black Sheep.
It hasn't leaked anything, has it? Dylan.
This is going to be bad.
Winches are down to 1,000 PSI both. It just idled down.
A lot of traffic down here.
Can you go jump up there and just look at the winch? It's not doing nothing.
The winches right now, they're not pulling with the power that it should be.
It's the winch.
They're both not working.
It's definitely a huge problem on this job.
I'm all excited to do this recovery.
It won't winch.
It's a little disheartening.
Oh no.
Feels like I'm never going to get it done.
Nothing.
There's something wrong with that truck.
As you come around, we are at a standstill.
In the mountains,
I got nothing.
a sudden breakdown.
We just lost all pulling power. Definitely stressing me out a little bit.
Has Team Reliable
Holy Lord, buddy.
On hold.
Huge line.
We have to get this done. We have to get this out of here.
What if we lock them in, pull the truck forward till it puts tension on?
But James
Build some tension on it, and then I'll boom up. Okay?
has a workaround.
Okay, hook that chain up. Ooh. A little more.
The black sheep.
Good there.
Oh, I know that truck the best out of anybody.
Hold there.
She's old, but she could do it.
With the driven out lines anchoring the wreck.
All right.
Dylan hustles.
Okay, pop that hook off, James. Same with that chain. Okay, jump on the other side. Yep, take that hook off.
To move the 50-ton into one lane.
He's going to reposition and get the tension, then I can get off the highway.
I'm holding on to everything by myself.
There's a lot of stress on the truck.
Because of how much weight's in this trailer.
Pretty nerve-wracking.
They've asked us to keep this highway open as much as possible.
You want me to back off now?
Yep. Just boom down. There you go. Perfect. Now get me a lane on this highway open.
Yeah, decent traffic.
You gotta love this, eh?
Dylan, he's doing his best to get these guys moving again.
But Rooster is forced to call it a day.
Frustrating. Black sheep, we're bringing it back to our shop and we're gonna fix it. I don't like leaving a job halfway through it, but I have faith in the rest of the team. They'll get it out of there.
A smaller wrecker
We do have another truck here. It's a single axle.
tags in to hold the semi.
Never easy.
Just standing by.
We're just waiting for a backup truck to come.
Coming from the west,
Today I'm in my tandem.
Ty Kennedy is on his way.
The Barrett crew has called me out. I'm gonna head up and help out Dylan and James.
Anybody know how to wind it? It's got lots of snow.
An hour and a half southwest.
Oh yeah, completely different atmosphere here.
I'm headed to Dogwood Valley. We got a call for a 4x4 pickup.
20-year-old AJ Case
This deck truck I'm driving is my day in, day out workhorse.
is in the Fraser Canyon.
I was told it's a simple access road with a little bit of snow.
This is not what I got on the phone call.
The situation
Yeah, this is bad.
is not what AJ expected.
There's 2 feet of snow that I'm plowing through. This isn't going to be good at all.
No, I'm not happy with this. My wheels are rubbing right up against the side of the snowbank. I need to keep momentum, otherwise I'm going to be stuck.
That's going to be trouble. You don't want to go up there.
Off the canyon highway.
This is not what I got on the phone call.
AJ faces more white.
Okay. This road's a lot skinnier than I thought.
Than he bargained for.
It's a little intimidating to be out in the back roads at nighttime. You've got to be on your toes.
We're coming up to him right here.
Finally. AJ reaches his target.
Whoa. It's stuck. It's right up to the bumper on the front. The driver's side is beached. I'm gonna try to back up. My main goal right now is just get out of here without getting stuck.
Okay, thanks.
No worries. This truck is at the bottom of the hill. These chains are nice and tight, which is what we want. There's no clearing for me to turn around. It just gives it something to bite onto through the ice.
To get positioned for the recovery.
Now is the goal to get to the intersection.
AJ needs to reverse up, then back down. A half a kilometer of snowy terrain.
Hopefully I can stick some new tracks and stick the corner and make it up. I'm gonna give it a shot. Whoa, okay.
But it's an uphill battle.
This ain't good. Now I'm stuck. This is very frustrating for me. I'm kind of making a scene, and it's not too impressive. Now I'm phoning for help. Everyone's either busy or they're not answering their phone. That's perfect.
High in the mountains.
Several records in there.
Heavyweight backup.
Let's do this.
Arrives from the west.
Kennedy, reliable.
It's far away from the valley, but I'm more than happy to go up and help.
What do we want to do here, bud?
Well, I got to this point.
Yeah.
That wall is not happy.
Yeah. I just want to go look at that wall.
Dylan and his team
Well, John, you got recovery coming up.
have been fighting to save a bulging trailer.
As soon as we lifted it, we'd seen it. She already had the bow in it.
The rig carrying 40,000 pounds of groceries crashed last night.
When trailers roll into the ditch, all the cargo falls to the one wall.
Yeah, we seen it right away as soon as I lifted it.
We're gonna try and recover it without it splitting open.
You want me to move in front of Ty?
Oh, yeah.
Ty is good to have.
We're gonna move him into position, hold the load.
He can help us get this thing done.
Yeah, so Ty, you back right into here. We'll get rigged up. You snag ahead and give her another hold for me?
Yeah.
The 35-ton. Joined by the 50-ton already on scene.
We're gonna put 2 lines on that bottom part of the trailer.
Is ready to go.
We're gonna suck the trailer over some more. I got the high line up top.
We're at a 45. We're trying to lift and pull on the trailer at the same time.
Are we shutting the lane down then?
Okay, we're shutting.
Good, Doug?
Yeah.
See what's going on up there or no? Closed up.
You can come back a little more.
You go, big guy. The power that they can pull, hopefully it'll pull towards where we need it. There you go.
Just hold on to it.
We're digging in here. Hey!
The joys of being a truck driver.
We're digging in here. Hey!
Near Merritt,
Just hold on to it.
Dylan and his team are in the final stage
I know that's gonna break.
of a grueling tug of war.
There's another chain right there.
You always try to keep the thing as one piece.
A lot of pressure focused on that, buddy.
If you rip it apart, your night's gonna get a whole lot longer.
Like if we can get through the rim?
I can get your rim sling.
Yeah, and let's try and pick it up.
They need to make sure all rig points are ironclad.
Having the rim sling through the tire
That's good.
allows us to pick and lift the front of the tractor as we pull.
Okay, buddy.
That's okay. Yep.
As they're doing the pull, I gotta watch and make sure that the wall is not gonna fall apart on us.
We can take this one off.
Okay. We can do one more pull and we'll throw to the 5th wheel plate.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, we'll pull ahead, we'll let traffic go.
So they've opened up one lane, I guess. Yep, he's open.
Pull! Come on, Ty, pull!
We only have a little bit left to do. We were finally able to get it to where it's sitting now.
Just keep that line to the front and you'll just pull it ahead.
Okay.
The customer, they don't want their truck to be ripped apart.
You're gonna roll, buddy. Yeah, they're rolling.
They don't want the tow company to make their life worse.
Sweet.
It's in one piece. Job went well.
We out?
Yep.
It's great to be back with a reliable team in Merritt.
Keep going.
Good.
Yeah, you got her. Beauty.
No, thanks for coming.
Yeah, man.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Working with Dylan is always a treat.
Good seeing you.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Have a good one, bud.
You too.
This is a huge win to see everyone succeed. It's great for our company and for our customers.
Good evening, reliable.
2 hours away. AJ.
I'm furious, but I need to keep calm.
Is stuck alone on a brutal back road.
Clear the loose stuff, like this is loose.
AJ, he's a hard worker. He needs to adapt to things as they change.
Down there is hard pack.
And he needs to be quick on his feet.
So I'm gonna hand bomb it for now. I can't go over it. I can't go through it. I'll just get rid of it.
AJ needs to reposition through heavy snow to recover a utility truck.
Let's give this a whirl. I'm hitting the side of the bank on both sides. I've finally made it to a point where I could turn around, come back. The snow is quite thick here. I am so nervous to get stuck again.
AJ stops.
I want to stay as far this way as I can.
At the top of the hill.
I don't want to put myself in the position where I'm going to have to shovel for another 2 hours.
Using extra rigging to extend the pole line. AJ needs to winch the unit 200 feet.
Play with the cards you're dealt. I'm going to use whatever I have to go from my winch line to the back of his truck. I'm using my J-hook bridle to hook onto his hitch. And I'm going to be using my wheel strap because it's got a loop on one end and a chain on the other. It's got a safe working load of 3,330 pounds and a tear rate of 5,000 something pounds, which the vehicle weighs about 5,000 pounds, probably has 1,000 pounds of tools in it.
AJ, he actually kind of reminds me of me when I was younger.
Could come flying back that way or flying up that way.
He's in there, you know, all in, getting her done.
So just keep it in 4 high,
yeah.
And then reverse and just let it go at its own pace. I'm hoping this is my golden ticket to get out of here. Uh-oh. The truck's starting to move mine, which isn't good.
Pretty deep up in there.
In the Fraser Canyon.
Oh. Uh-oh.
AJ's late night recovery. Is a battle for every inch.
I don't want to be here any longer than I need to be. It's time to get this guy out. Oh, there we go. We're getting movement out of his pickup.
The flat deck.
We're getting movement.
Digs in.
This is what I want to see. Nothing's damaged. And I want to keep it that way. Well! Oh yeah, I can take my additions out now. Let's get out of here and get him back on the road. Your next step is just going down the road.
One more run.
There's a couple of potholes here.
And the punishing stretch.
Oh, yeah. This was the narrowest part.
Is in the rear view mirror.
Feels amazing, other than the fact that we're still out in the back 40. Perfect. Yeah, we're all set here. You're good to go. I'm just happy that the customer's on the road, and I am as well. I'm 3 hours late for my bedtime.
Get home safe, guys. From a big storm to clear skies.
In the town of Hope.
There's no palm trees in here, and we're not in the land of the sunshine. Did you get everything?
Yes, sir.
We'll get that steel in.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie and AJ.
Oh, yeah. That'll make some good teeth, though, right like that.
Are working in the yard.
AJ's a guy I'm keeping my eye on.
So we're gonna make some cleats.
I enjoy having him around. He's a hard worker. I'll hold this for you for the first one, just to give you a guided up.
Jamie needs something done. There it is. I'm right on that. I'm a very hands-on learner. Jamie is one of the best teachers that I've had.
He's mechanically inclined. He's got, aspirations. I really think he's got huge potential. Gonna be there for a lifetime, eh?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Looks like you went for quite a ride.
Bent metal carnage.
They won't flip over.
Tests team reliable.
I can't see.
Whoa. MSA.
You're right on the edge.
Watch that corner there.
Hits the tipping point.
No.
Wow, that's a huge washout.
And a backcountry mission.
Should've bought my gumboots.
For Jamie.
Okay, Gibber.
And AJ.
Oh, the log's jammed.
This time on Highway Thru Hell. Oh. Mountain Mayhem. Ken's comeback.
Watch the line.
Puts him.
What the hell happened there?
In the thick of the battle.
I'm not touching nothing.
On missions. Impossible recovery.
Get out of that place.
Time to get on the road again.
Jamie makes a border run.
There it is. That's the truck I've been looking at.
On an epic journey south.
I got a letter.
And gets an unexpected delivery.
That's incredible.
Wow, those guys are far from home today.
In the coast mountains of British Columbia.
I heard they had a pretty bad wreck up there.
Mission Towing's Truck 90 is in unfamiliar territory.
We're just going up the Lillooet Lake Forest Service Road right now.
Dylan Greenwood is going the distance on an extraordinary assignment.
We're over 4 hours away from our base. Then we're probably over 100 kilometers out here in the bush.
Other companies have turned down this job, but we'll take on any challenge.
Narrow spot.
Following behind is a second heavy wrecker and fellow operator Ted Cork.
Sharp corners, sheer cliffs, pressure's on.
Leading the convoy.
Here we go.
Is mission boss Ken DePerrin.
This is my first big recovery since I've been out of the hospital.
Earlier this season, Ken narrowly survived a heart attack.
I had open heart surgery. That was a tough moment for me. It was really hard. I want to head out on this job to see how my stamina is and how I can do. It'll be a good test for me.
On the highway through hell, closure is not an option. On Fire Mountain, near Pemberton, BC.
The whole front cab, everything is all twisted right up.
Mission towing sizes up their toughest recovery in years.
This is a heavy truck.
We'll be dangling the full weight off the wreckers.
And it's got a crane on the back of it too, so that doesn't help. Hung up on logs, hung up on rocks. It's a bit of disaster.
Climbing the slick country road. The dump truck lost traction, slid backwards, tumbling over the edge and into the thick forest below.
It was like so surreal, like, you know, I was like, holy.
You guys are lucky to jump.
Yeah.
The driver narrowly escaped.
As it was sliding down the hill, yeah, I jumped out. You see the tree shaking and then it was gone.
Down the slope,
It broke off all these trees, right?
Craig and Dylan faced their first obstacle.
Yeah, there's multiple trees on top of this truck.
The tree that's on sort of above the cab is across it.
Yeah, there's no way we're gonna pull that truck out. Unless we get that off it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To move the tree, the mission crew lower a line from Ted's 25-ton wrecker.
Okay, hook that to the hook.
Okay, Dylan.
I'm gonna take some strain.
Remember, pulling.
She moved, she moved.
3,000 pounds of timber
Keep her going.
begin to shift away from the truck.
It's gonna walk right up the tree.
You got to be cautious all the time.
But as the tree continues to rise,
They're not in a very good spot.
Ken's concerned about the crew below.
I'm getting out of there right now.
Watch in case that tree drops on them.
If one falls on you, it'll crush you.
Hang on.
Craig!
Watch your head.
Have a good day, driver.
On the side of a mountain
Tell them to stay out of the way, Dylan.
Just stand clear.
near Pemberton, BC,
Hang on.
Ken and the crew are trying to clear a path to bring up a wreck 200 feet below.
Craig!
Watch your head.
Timber! One down, one to go.
Everything about falling these trees is very hazardous.
Okay, we're feeding the line out to you.
Okay, feed me.
Oh!
From a wrecker up top, a winch line is rigged to another massive tree.
Whoa!
Oh, it's stuck again.
Big deep hole, eh?
Up on the road.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Ken's longtime partner, Val, can barely watch.
I have to make sure that he doesn't overdo it.
It just needs kicked over.
Kenny, you're not supposed to be doing that. Never mind.
Just kick it over. There you go. I would love to be down there right now.
He has to look out for his chest, so we'll all be looking out for him.
200 feet down the bank,
Murphy.
Craig has a new plan.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna cut.
A better way to bring the second tree out.
Hold it, cut it, and then move it.
But sawing through the thick trunk
Now, this is interesting.
places Craig inches away
I'm afraid I'm gonna fall into it.
from peril.
You're cutting things that are very unpredictable.
One slip will cut your leg off.
That's really a dangerous situation.
Cutting in a bad spot.
I don't like this. Watch it, Craig.
Cutting in a bad spot.
On a mountain road near Pemberton, BC.
Watch it, Craig.
Ken and the mission crew
Fighting is every bit of the way.
are surrounded by hazards.
Oh, there! Whoa, are you okay?
Yes. Good, good. Oh, that was scary, eh?
When you're cutting these trees, you want to make sure you can get out of the way quick, so that you're not going to get pinched in between them.
Now,
Give her a pull, Ted.
another massive tree must be winched off the wreck.
Keep pulling, Kenny. Okay, that's gonna break. Beauty.
The last major obstacle is out of the way,
How about those logs, Dylan?
Yeah, it might need to be cut.
but the route to the top
Thank you.
is littered with debris.
Let's get these logs right out of the way to clear the pathway for this truck to come up.
Clearing the logs could take hours,
Hey, I was looking at those logs. I think they might be advantage to us.
but Craig has another idea.
So it doesn't get hung up on all those rocks.
Position the logs on the bank so the wheels can ride over the boulders and all the stumps.
Trouble is, what happens with logs when they jam up underneath. It'd be better not to have them.
He thinks it'll get hung up on the wreck. But this is a good plan.
When the tire comes, it drops down and it rests on these logs.
Don't challenge me.
Give me a push. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. We're gonna give it a shot.
There you go.
With a path of logs to ride over
I think we're ready to pull now.
and 200 feet to climb,
It already has a snatch block on the line.
Okay, good.
Dylan and Craig plan the rigging.
Go underneath the axle,
So when you
and then up to the frame rails.
That's right.
2 lines from each wrecker will be attached to the target. Then the mission trucks will attempt to power the wreck up the 70-degree slope.
Want to get this thing out?
But this is no ordinary truck.
That's a tri-drive with double wall frames and the crane on top of it. It's one of the biggest trucks on the road.
But the 30-ton unit won't move until the wheels roll.
How are the brakes? You can push that yellow button.
Doing nothing. No air pressure.
It's a lot of resistance for us to be pulling on without releasing these brakes.
I don't think we're gonna pull that up with the brakes on.
The only option
We gotta get the brakes off.
is to manually release the brakes underneath the precarious load.
Gonna have to cage the brakes.
Dylan's coming down.
Caging brakes on a 70-degree slope is not something that I want to be doing right now.
Just trying to figure if it's smart for me to be underneath here.
Dylan will have to work fast.
Figure that those trucks will hold.
Knowing it could shift at any moment.
I'm gonna put my life in your hand.
Yeah, you just be careful. Don't get yourself in a spot.
I'm getting in the spot.
You want to make sure that vehicle is being held because you're putting somebody's life in danger.
Get ready to bounce. Something fails, pretty much done for.
I'm just worried about moving the truck. The tire's not touching anything right now.
That's dangerous. Roll right over you.
And there's another threat.
Hear that?
An 80-foot tree wedged under the truck.
You hear that tweaking?
On the verge of letting go.
With this log behind my head is the worry.
One hour north of the Mexican border.
Hot temperatures. And I think I'd much rather be here than chaining up on the coke right now.
Jamie's hauling a load across an unforgiving landscape.
And I'm seeing sand dunes, as if they were like snow drifts. This is really cool. I've never seen anything like this. This is one of the highlights of my road trip. It's just like being on a different planet.
From Hope, Jamie has traveled more than 2,000 kilometers through the American West and is closing in on his destination, the border town of El Centro, California.
Senorita. We're only minutes away from offloading here. It's only 8 miles to the Mexican border.
But as Jamie looks for a body shop,
We've got some construction here, and I've got to be on the other side of the construction.
an unexpected turn
I don't know what the heck to do. Road work ahead.
takes him off course.
Doing long hauls is not without its issues. They'll always throw a curveball at you. This is the road we have to turn down. This is bad news, but I think we'd have really no choice but to go down it. This is not far. If I could get stuck in here.
In British Columbia, working cliffside.
You hear that tweaking?
Dylan's under a wreck.
Ooh.
Trying to release the brakes on the 30-ton load.
This log behind my head?
Hard spot, man. Very dangerous. You get it in?
No.
Being underneath it, it's a bit of an eerie feeling. You could end up getting squished. It could happen pretty quick.
The dump truck is held by 2 wreckers.
How's the trucks looking up there?
But up top,
The spades are up. We got the truck off the ground.
the mission trucks are already under heavy strain.
If we don't cage the brakes, we're not going to be able to pull it.
Let me get it for you.
Just be careful in there.
Whoa!
Craig
Man, that's hard work.
swaps in for Dylan.
You're good.
But the rear wheels are still locked
It's got 2 flat tires.
and in rough shape.
And the back axle is twisted. What a nightmare.
It's not going to benefit us in any way, trying to cage it.
On the road,
Let me know when you're ready.
Ken and Ted wait for news.
We're able to carry
The lead 2 axles. The rear axle's got the bumpers pushed into it and it's twisted.
We're able to pin them, though?
the back one, no.
Oh, boy. If that one's jammed, those tires aren't going to roll. I don't know how that'll work, but we'll try it.
With light fading, Ken makes the call.
Almost ready?
Yeah.
All right, get ready to pull.
It's time to winch.
Okay, go!
You moving at all?
Yeah, she's moving.
pulling.
What's happening?
He moved it a foot.
But the beast below
It's up in the air now.
is just toying with Ken's trucks.
We're really up in the air here, Dylan. Not gonna hold it. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! A lot of weight on that.
On Fire Mountain,
Not gonna hold it.
a pair of heavy wreckers are locked in a battle with a 65,000-pound truck.
We're coming up pretty good here.
Pulling like this, you can definitely flip a wrecker.
No, we must be jammed into something right now.
Bang, stop.
Whoop! Whoop! Hold it! Hold it! What's happening? Let down a little bit.
Ted and Ken back off on the controls.
Are you gonna try and release those brakes? I think it would be wise if you could.
And Dylan goes back under.
I'm gonna release one more here while you guys hold it.
Okay.
I'm touching controls.
What a job. Did you get that cage bolt in?
I need like ice creams or something.
Need some Newfie touch, Dylan. Just talk nice to it.
It's not a place where you want to be working, but somebody's got to do it.
Topside, there's another concern.
Running out of light, though. I know. I just hope we get it moving before it gets dark here.
Yesterday, the dump truck lost traction, rolling backwards over the edge, landing 200 feet below.
We're just having a tough time here.
Releasing the brakes would give the crew a fighting chance. But for Craig and Dylan,
I'm gonna make a call.
they're out of time
We're done. Let's pull.
and patience.
We're not gonna play with this.
I'm gonna lie to him. Kenny, get ready to run.
Yeah, I'm here.
Time to play.
Got her, I'll release.
Yep, start pulling.
Sometimes the less Ken knows, the better.
Hey, get up a bit, Ted.
Ken has Ted raise his boom to get more lift.
We need every little bit we can to pull this truck up.
She coming okay?
Even with the rear brakes locked,
Yep, she's coming.
the wreck finally begins to climb.
She's off the trees and she's over the rocks. Now we're rolling.
Keep going, Ted.
Feels really good to get my hands back on the controls.
Let's get him to chase. You might have to let him catch up.
Take it, Ted.
But on the extreme angle and rugged terrain, a minefield of obstacles lies ahead.
If you see something gonna go wrong, just let me know ahead of time.
Road work ahead. I gotta turn right here.
Near the California-Mexico border,
This is bad news.
Jamie's off course, trying to reach his destination minutes before closing time.
It's a little bit nut bar. I'm driving through the construction site because that's where we're told to go. I'm trying to weave this 60-foot long big rig. It's a little bit of a war zone here. Wrecker guys don't know the meaning of stop.
Jamie finds his way back to a road.
I have an inch on either side of me. This is crazy. This will be skilled driving 101. Wow.
And finally,
Okay, we did her.
arrives to drop off the wreck.
Thanks for staying open.
I live right here closer, you know.
Oh, okay. That's cool. This is really close to the border here, eh?
Yeah. You want to go to Mexico?
No, I haven't. I've never been, but one day. Okay, well, I'll get unloaded. All right, Tom, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Okay.
We're gonna go pick up our northbound load.
Jamie heads out to get another load and begins a 3,000-kilometer journey back to BC. In BC,
He's going.
Mission's high-angle recovery
I don't like how it's getting close to that tree.
is gaining ground.
It's going good down here, Kenny.
But the wreck must now roll up a cliff littered with logs.
These logs could jam underneath and maybe pole vault the truck as it's coming up.
The dump truck continues to climb. And Craig's plan
Roll right over on that log.
is paying off.
That log worked perfect, buddy.
You're gonna be okay.
Working good. Awesome.
80 feet to the road, Ken's crew is not out of the woods.
There's a lot of obstacles here.
Take it.
Ken and Ted continue to winch, and the wreck keeps rolling.
We got it now. See, big difference releasing the brakes, eh?
Dylan can finally confess the truth about the brakes.
I didn't cage the rear axle.
We only released 2 axles.
Really?
We couldn't get the rear.
No? It's dragging still?
Yeah.
No kidding.
There's an old saying, what you don't know won't hurt you.
But as the wreck crawls toward the top,
Go with the other line there, Ken.
the recovery is reaching its breaking point.
Getting a little tougher.
Just below the road, the slope is nearly vertical.
Almost 90 degree. We're coming down a cliff here.
Now we have to deal with the cliff. That's a very crucial point.
Are we okay on this big rock?
Bring it to it.
Okay.
This will be a challenge. A lot of heavy lifting.
This cliff is no joke at all. It's straight down pretty much.
Hey, Ted.
Keep going, buddy.
9 hours into a mountainside recovery.
Take a little more, Ted.
The mission crew
Take her a bit more, Dylan.
has reached a critical stage.
We're gonna have a problem getting us over the top because the cliff is almost vertical.
Can you lift her? Just take your boom up for a second.
I don't want to break anything.
If anything fails, next thing you know, this truck is 500 feet down.
The dump truck is only feet from the road.
Keep going. Keep going.
But the 30-ton load now dangles on the edge of disaster.
Holy. Ted? Watch yourself.
The wreckers are in a deadlift and reaching their limit.
That's about it.
Hold there. I am.
To crest the road,
We're in a bad spot right now.
Ken needs a new strategy.
We're gonna try moving the wrecker, repositioning him a bit. Can he hold it?
Okay, Ted, I'm gonna let it down. Just hold on there. Hold there. I'm not touching nothing.
But to move Dylan's truck,
A lot of weight there.
Ted's 25-ton must hold the entire load.
That vehicle can overpower your wrecker and flip it very easily.
Okay, it's all on there right now. It's gonna roll a truck over. It's not gonna hold it. Just hold your breath. Don't move.
It's really touch and go. It could get terrible real quick.
I'm gonna leave it hooked up. I'm just gonna pull ahead.
Dylan makes his move.
Let's get ahead quick. Very intense moment. We've got the truck almost hanging on this cliff.
Ted's wrecker is holding steady.
Let's put a safety line on. I think we should.
We have to switch some of the winch lines around to get a better grab on this truck.
But as Dylan disconnects,
That scared the out of me.
after the close call,
Just got mad.
another line is added from Dylan's wrecker.
As I start pulling, you're gonna start to share this line to me.
You gotta let the truck relax as Dylan gives it a bit of a pull and then pull again, and that's what's gonna be the hard part.
So as you're pulling, I'm gonna slack off. Yep.
Whew. Ted and Dylan must time their pulls perfectly.
A little bit down, Ted.
Head off a bit.
I'm letting it off.
But that's really super tight, you guys.
Dylan, Ted's working against you.
Yeah, I know. He needs to pitch out a little.
There's a lot of things that can go wrong. We're fighting each other.
You go up.
Whoop, what the hell happened there? Let me through here.
With everything on the line,
Hold there, Ted.
Ken has an idea.
I think what we gotta do is get a lift on this.
Yeah,
Pull on the back end.
yeah, drop the front end and pull the back end over.
It's lifting the wreckers too much. We gotta change this.
To get more control, an extra winch line from each wrecker will be rigged to the back of the frame to help turn the truck up and onto the road.
A little more. Good, Ted.
The back lines are on, and Ken
Both of you go at the same time on a low pull and see what you got.
gives the command.
Once you start pulling on that, it's a point of no return.
There you go.
Watch the lines, you guys. They're awfully tight.
Your cables are telling you a story, like you listen to them.
The wreckers are fully committed.
Okay, hold it, he's going up.
For Ken and crew,
See what's happening?
there's no turning back.
The truck is working way past its limit.
It's gotta go.
Intensity level is right up to the top.
No.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You gotta roll the truck.
Get out of that way.
Whoa, whoa, you gotta roll the truck.
An all-out battle on a mountain road
Get out of that way.
has Ken and the crew near the end of the line.
I'm worried that this isn't going to hold the load.
Even with extra rigging, the extreme angle and massive weight have brought the recovery to a grinding halt.
We're really not gaining any ground.
Stop. Tighten hold. I need to be over this way.
He's gotta get, we got no room right now. That's the trouble, he's gotta get up.
In the moment, it looks hopeless. It's very disheartening.
It's just fighting us every bit of the way.
Okay.
Dylan has a bold idea.
Ted? We're gonna bring it out the same way it went in.
Yeah.
Get more distance from the wreck.
You're just gonna hold it from rolling. So just hold that line.
Just
Keep
snug.
feeding it out.
Yeah.
Dylan moves farther down the road.
Get into a line where I can pull the hardest I possibly can.
With truck 90 pulled ahead and winching from a wider angle, the two wreckers will try to lift and turn the unit back onto the road. But Ken knows
That ain't gonna work.
it's high risk.
This way comes out the way it went in.
We're right at the toughest part of the pull. That's a lot of strain. Oh, we'll see.
I want that low line that I have, put it on the tow pin.
There is doubt, but you have to play the cards you're given. It's all or nothing. I'm gonna go for it.
Watch those cables. Let Ted catch up to you, Dylan. Scared the out of me. You're on the edge of your nerves. When you hear a bang, it scares you. Now we're over those rocks, thank God. There we go.
But as Dylan and Ted continue to pull, there's a new problem. The wreck is threatening to roll.
We're getting very close to tipping the truck over here. Top line, Dylan.
The dirt shifts or a rock moves, and next thing you know, it rolls down.
Hold it. Whoa.
Hey, hold on, Dylan.
Ken stops the pull to counter the tilt.
Why can't we go around that with a chain?
And one line is moved to the high side.
Oh, it's a battle, this one. This is the ones you remember, jobs like this.
10 hours into the mammoth job, Ken and the mission crew press on.
Oh, this got you right up in the air. Keep her going. That's okay, that's okay. That's what we want. Easy, you're going too fast for him. Okay, hold it a sec.
Let's get this other line to the back corner.
Yep, you're right, Ted, I agree. Give her, Ted.
But with the wreck straddling the road
Still looking good, I can't see him.
and sight lines disappearing,
Ted, I'm coming through.
confusion sets in.
Is he gonna pull it some more?
Could you pull more?
Oh, you're pulling? Okay, go.
At this point, the communication isn't clear. It's not gonna help the situation.
Let your top line up. Hold it, Dylan. Hold it, Dylan. Whoa. Craig, the truck's right off the ground here, ready to flip, so just watch it. I want out first. Hang on.
Let him take as far as he can.
Let me get out of here. I just go to put my leg over. He starts pulling again.
I got a little bit more.
Let me get out. That's what I just said. Whoa, the truck's going up.
Tell him to take as far as he can.
In the final stage of Mission's mountain recovery,
Let me get out of here.
Ken is caught in the kill zone.
Let me get out. That's what I just said. Whoa, the truck's going up. Whoa! I'm right in the middle of the bite. That cable breaks. It take off your leg. Dylan, hold it. Just let me get out of here first.
Come on out.
That's what I asked for last time, that's all.
With Ken safely out of the way, Ted and Dylan can see the finish line.
There's no turning back. We gotta bring this thing up to the road.
Is he pulling it forward a bit?
Are we out?
Looks good. You're on the deck.
Finally,
Okay, blocks the wood.
after nearly losing it all, the impossible recovery is over.
Oh my gosh. Am I glad to see this.
We did her.
Good job, buddy.
The last play of the night brought it home.
Dylan's gamble paid off.
Good. Now I am beat, like the rest of these guys.
It's one of the biggest jobs I've ever done. Those are the dream jobs. Those are the ones you want.
But for Ken's partner, Val, it's a huge relief.
I'm so happy that nobody was hurt. It's done.
Good job.
Haven't worked that hard all year. A great team effort today. We're all excited. It's a win, 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 win.
It's a very big moment for Ken.
Let's get going.
I've gone through a lot this last while, and this is a great way to come back into the game. I'm back.
Two days later, at the mission yard.
I've received some hard news from the doctor. I'm not going to be allowed to drive heavy wrecker. I've been part of this business for 46 years. It's been in my blood my whole life. And now it's like someone's taking your wings away.
But Ken isn't ready to retire. Not by a long shot.
Whatever gets sent down your path, you got to deal with. No matter what changes I have to make, towing will always be in my blood.
Welcome to BC.
Just outside Hope,
That was a really long trip.
Jamie returns from his exhausting 5-day trip to the U.S.
Probably one of the longest tows I've done. It's good to be back. For this winter, everything's changed so much. And I think we've begun to dial this place back in. Home sweet home.
At the yard, Jamie's wife, Sherry, has big news.
Doing your job while I was gone, huh? Looking after things, hmm?
You're here.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. How was your trip?
It was a good trip.
Yeah?
Long trip, though.
I got a letter, and it was pretty exciting.
It says here, so it's great honor that I wish to inform you of your nomination and selection to be inducted into the International Towing Hall of Fame. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
3 years ago, Jamie watched his good friend, Gary Leach, be inducted into the Towing Hall of Fame.
I don't think there is any bigger recognition than the Hall of Fame in our industry. Congratulations.
Now, it's Jamie's turn.
I'm pretty blown away by that.
You're gonna have to get a suit.
To receive a nomination to the Hall of Fame is a perfect way to end the long winter. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Congratulations.
Can't believe it.
I can.
Winter is over. And one driver heading down the coke can finally switch gears in a different kind of ride.
I don't get out of that tow truck much, but when I do, I like to get away from it fast. I live for adrenaline. That's why I tow on the Coquihalla. 5 months of winter, a little bit of sunshine brings happiness.
This time, on highway through hell. Ditched in deep.
We're gonna earn our dinner tonight.
Jamie digs in.
Hey! Oh! Oh!
A monumental job.
2.2 kilometers of sewer pipe.
Brings in Al's.
All right, fellas.
Big iron.
Feel this thing shaking. Yeah.
And
Coming.
it's all hands on deck.
Keep pulling.
For reliable towing.
Lots of snow.
Early November.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Snow has come to the doorstep of the Rocky Mountains.
We've got snowstorms hitting us hard and heavy.
Pretty bad.
And accidents are gonna happen.
There's a wreck there. Nice parking job there.
We're gonna earn our dinner tonight.
Jamie Davis heads to a job in his 40-ton LA rotator.
We're heading out here to wreck. It's a rotator type job.
One of the last heavies in his fleet.
We've been kicked this year pretty hard. We are struggling to keep trucks on the road. But the rotator is just a good, solid workhorse truck. And it's got a lot of work ahead of it.
But arriving to the scene,
wow,
there's over 15 feet of snow.
This is not good.
Between the rotator
Bunch of snow, eh?
and the wreck.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
That's a lot of snow. This truck is totally snowed in.
And the snow
Hope there's no damage.
is only the first
The wall's bowed out a bit.
of Jamie's problems.
That trailer is soft-sided, and the load is resting on the wall. It won't be easy. Heavy, heavy load. This is gonna be really tough. Man, oh man.
There's a truck in the ditch. Right in there.
In southeastern BC,
Wow. There's a lot of snow here right now.
Jamie sizes up the 74,000-pound semi, buried in snow.
Man, oh man.
Days ago, in whiteout conditions, the driver lost the road, and the snow kept falling.
This is gonna be really tough. We have to do some snow clearing before we can actually even hook onto the unit.
To help clear the snow,
Rob's here with the skid steer.
Jamie's skid steer gets to work.
That's pretty fast. Couldn't even do this job without it. This machine is really a lifesaver for me. They want us out of here before the avalanche closure opens.
Highway officials are watching the clock.
The road's closed.
80 kilometers west, while avalanche control is underway.
Avalanche control is for the public safety. There's a huge need for it.
Eastbound traffic is on hold.
Closed for avalanche control.
Jamie must clear the wreck before traffic is released.
This highway is going to be inundated with traffic. I don't have time to mess around with things.
But help is on its way. Jamie's 25-ton iron.
All right, here we go.
Driven by long-haul driver turned heavy recovery operator, Mitch Mahood.
It's my first time in a heavy wreck, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Okay, we're good.
Mitch has done a heck of a job on the long hauling. I really need him to step up.
With most of the snow cleared away.
I'm gonna get some straps out.
Okay.
Rigging begins.
Multiple straps to spread the forces that you're putting against the side of the trailer.
With lines from the rotator to straps. And the 25-ton on the front. They'll first pull the unit off the rock wall and then back onto the road.
You use this to throw over the trailer?
But rigging.
How good my throw is.
A snow-covered trailer is easier said than done.
This will be a challenge, just getting straps over top of it. Okay.
Yeah. You ever...
I'm trying to do my best to position these straps.
Pull it now? Can't do it, man. It's jammed.
Every step of the way, the snow is putting up a fight.
They're still working. Getting cold.
Over 600 kilometers southwest.
By the time you get home, there should be snow in the valley.
In the Fraser Valley.
Okay.
Al Quiring gets ready for action.
We got work to do.
But today's job
See if I can start that big tractor.
needs Al's big iron.
I use winches every day, and the D9 has got the biggest one of them all. We're definitely going to be laying down some horsepower and pulling some metal. Beauty.
With the D9 ready for transport.
All right, let's roll.
Al
Okay, here we go.
leads the charge. Away from the mountains. Toward the coast.
Going to help the Greater Vancouver Regional District with a industrial job. Today, I'm just providing a directional winching service of a very large capacity. A fairly big project, an important one for the Greater Metro Vancouver area. And with me, the bigger the job, the happier I am.
Half an hour west. Over the Fraser River.
It'll be interesting to see what's going on out there.
Now you're gonna come in here. Shark on the right.
Al.
Holy.
Gets his first look
Lots of equipment moving around today.
at the $2.3 billion wastewater infrastructure project.
They've got about 2.2 kilometers of sewer pipe we're going to be pulling. Holy cow. Big job. It's not like pulling a car out of the ditch. It's a little bit more technical than that. It's a pretty heavy iron, and we're going to be moving it, so go big or go home, right?
Are we gonna go? Getting close.
North of the Fraser River.
Lots of equipment moving around today. Holy cow.
Al sizes up his adversary.
Big old snake.
A 2-kilometer steel pipe.
Big job. There's a lot of people at hand here, not just me, but the welders that did the pipe, the truckers that brought the pipe. There's a lot of wheels in motion.
Earlier, Metro Vancouver engineers augured a tunnel like this one, 40 meters below the Fraser River.
These engineers, people don't realize what they do, but it's pretty amazing.
The tunnel runs 1,650 meters under the river to a treatment plant upgraded to handle more than 9 times its current capacity.
Just watch all the moving equipment.
Coordinating the pull.
So nobody on this side.
Is General Superintendent Russ Polso.
We're pulling the pipe through a hole that we've augured underneath the river that will connect to the other side of the river.
It's a big day for them, and it's kind of a big day for us, too.
Al!
There's going to be a lot of people counting on a big dozer.
Where do you want to set your winch up?
Al.
The cable through a block, and then we bring the cat in here.
Will use his D9 dozer to winch the 3 million pound pipe 40 meters.
This is kind of the finish line?
Yeah, it is.
To the tunnel opening, where it'll attach to the pull head and continue under the river.
Let's do it.
All right, fellas.
Al positions his 55-ton dozer.
Purrs like a kitten.
For his key role in the $2.3 billion project.
We're currently going through about $150,000 every 12 hours. I want to get it going ASAP.
A lot of money being spent. Big bucks. They got 6, 8 cranes here, all ching, ching, ching like the national debt machines. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure on me.
Get in position.
When it's our turn, we don't want to fail.
What's going on? There's a wreck.
7 hours east. Heavy snow.
Can't do her, man.
Is keeping Jamie's attempts at rigging out of reach.
It's getting hung up in the snow here.
To get the straps over the trailer.
Unless you can come in here with the bobcat and I can kind of lift it. Try that.
Jamie takes advantage of the tools on site.
I love the job of trying to figure out how are we going to get through this. Okay.
By hitching a ride to the top.
Whoa, whoa, good there, good, good.
Jamie can see what he's working with.
Okay.
And with a precise throw,
Keep going.
Mitch pulls the strap into position.
I got the strap.
Okay, perfect. Okay, buddy.
That's what I love to do, so this is a fun day for me.
Now just throw it over one more time.
With another 12-foot boost.
Okay, I'm on the other side.
Jamie gets the final strap.
Got it.
Okay, pull it.
Secured around the fully loaded trailer.
That made my life a lot easier. Really did.
Nothing like a little snow shower to get the day going, eh?
Your hook should just be right on that front end.
But digging out the front.
What's it got on it?
If I hook on the bumper and pull this, it's gonna tear it right off.
Reveals another problem.
These aluminum bumpers, a lot of guys call them rabbit bumpers.
They're made for a front impact, right?
They're really not designed to take a forward pull.
Problem is, the bumper's so bad.
Sometimes we've unhooked these bumpers.
It's really not a good place to hook to.
But we only have a short window of time.
Highways crews are eager to have the wreck cleared before eastbound traffic is released.
They'd really like us to be gone when the traffic comes through.
I don't have time to mess around with things.
Wrap your 2 straps around it.
Okay.
So Jamie pushes ahead.
We're gonna try to
Traffic is going to be barreling through here, so we don't have time.
Now the fun part.
Okay, the moment of truth.
Okay, go ahead.
But the pull.
Oh, the bumper's falling off.
Is too much for the bumper.
The pin came out the back. Yeah, that side's still connected.
But now, how can we change things so we're not pulling so hard?
Can you steer it?
With the tractor still able to run,
Put it in drive and just give it a little bit.
Jamie puts his swamper behind the wheel.
I'm gonna try to get this back by the landing gear.
Then he re-rigs to the next best thing.
I don't really like pulling on this area here.
Not the best, but the clock's ticking.
Just be careful you don't pull too hard on that.
Mitch is feeling the pressure.
A little uneasy about how it's gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna slide, or tweak, or bend when I start pulling on it.
He must master the 25 tons controls.
Be careful.
On his first heavy job for Jamie.
Do a little bit on your front end. Now a little bit on this one. Hey! Oh! Oh!
What's going on here? They're doing a recovery.
On a mountain pass.
Now a little bit on this one.
Mitch.
Hey!
Takes it one tug.
Oh! Oh!
Too far.
Undo this one.
Okay.
We're gonna end up tearing that off. No matter what we do here, it's just not working out.
We got nowhere to hook onto.
Yeah, you can release your traffic.
But an hour away.
We're rolling now.
Heavy traffic starts heading east towards Jamie.
The avalanche control window is up, but we gotta be off this road before that wave comes to us.
Let's rethink things here a bit.
Running out of quick solutions.
We can get that out of there and put 2 regular toe pins in it, maybe.
Jamie pivots.
We're gonna have to pull this bumper off.
Okay.
It's a little bit of an inconvenience,
There we go.
but it's the best way to do it. So now we can use the good old-fashioned toe pins that belong on the truck
There we go.
and use that to pull on.
Okay.
Mitch's lines are rehooked to the front.
There it comes.
And the 74,000-pound unit
Now we're talking.
finally
Let's unhook this other one.
starts inching towards pavement.
That's coming nicely now.
Slowly getting this guy out of the ditch.
Days ago, the fully loaded semi went off the highway, coming to a rest against a rock wall. Now,
All right.
the tractor is back on the road.
Yeah, that went really well.
The team can unhook. And for Mitch,
We're happy, customers happy, insurance is happy. Win, win, win.
today was a welcome success.
It's a great feeling to have a successful job done with the boss man. Definitely one to knock off the bucket list. I'm kind of happy about that.
That one's done.
It's a tough, tough job.
Okay, we're good.
Can Mitch weather the storm? We'll see.
Okay, go.
There's no damage on this whole unit, and it's possible for the customer to drive it and deliver the load.
Right on, thank you.
Traffic's gonna be here any moment.
Good to go.
Being able to pull this thing out loaded is a real savings for the customer. And we just got by.
They got it all cleaned up. Get ready.
To the west,
Good copy.
Al prepares for his key role
A lot of money being spent.
in a $2 billion project.
Big bucks.
With the dozer's winch line running from the pipe to the tunnel. The pipe will be winched over ground rollers like a conveyor belt, inching the pipe 40 meters to the finish line.
A lot of equipment up there.
I'm the only fella that's got anything that could tow this in Canada.
To amplify his dozer's pulling power,
We'll hang it while we hook rigging up.
Al's brought a secret weapon.
Yeah, we'll just spin that baby around. They're a 200,000 pound rated snatch block. Nothing but smashed fingernails around here. They wanted a certified load of 100 tons. The winch that's on the D9,
Keep her going.
the cable, all the rigging, all meet that criteria.
Little more.
To ease the pull, the 2-kilometer pipe will move over frictionless rollers, guided by crane-hung cradles.
It's gonna help reduce the resistance.
We'll keep everybody on the outside. No people in this zone at all.
After a final safety meeting,
If anybody sees anything out of the ordinary, let's just take a moment. Let's take the time to get it right.
They're all engineers and they have to make sure that everything goes tic-tac-toe.
So we're ready?
We are ready.
There's a lot of stress.
Here we go.
The risky part is that we cannot have that hole left open. If these cables or his tractor fail, every minute that we wait, the risk of the hole collapsing gets higher and higher and higher.
Good.
Massive time pressure.
Al fires up the D9's 160,000-pound winch.
Here we go. Here we go.
You have to be ready to go. When they say, okay, drill's out of the way, hurry up because that hole's gonna cave in and we need to get that pipe in the hole.
We're just tensioning up here, so get ready.
Copy that.
Takes a lot of force to get it moving.
The 2-kilometer pipe starts its 40-meter journey.
You're not pulling 1,000 pounds. They're 10,000 pounds. They're even 100,000 pounds. You're pulling a lot more than that.
As the 3-million-pound pole inches along.
Kind of got the jitters because there's a lot of people that are looking at you.
Everything's riding on Al and his D9.
I don't want to be the guy that's holding them up because holy moly.
Feel this thing shaking. What do we got going on down there? Feel this thing shaking.
At a $2 billion infrastructure project,
I'll stop.
Al's high-stakes pull
What do we got going on down there?
is suddenly
Yeah, we're at all stop.
on pause.
All the way down for the length of that pipe, they've got spotters with radios. We have the ability to stop before a disaster happens.
One roller has come undone.
One set of the ground rollers
Just got to tidy up 2 rollers.
needs readjustments.
It's so heavy that it twisted the axles on the rollers.
These guys are ahead of the game by a long shot so that we don't have problems.
Okay, everybody, here we go.
With the rollers realigned.
All right, I'll fire that thing up.
Al resumes the pull.
Critical that you have that communication and coordination throughout the whole operation, definitely.
Humming good.
So far, so good.
Only got 6 more feet.
After 45 minutes,
Pull's all done. Thank you.
Al's job is complete.
I'm really relieved. That big old girl pulls pretty good. Al's dozer worked just beautifully, just the way it was planned.
Tow truck will pull a lot, but this will pull a lot more.
Guaranteed.
I came in, did the little pull. Glad my part's done.
My old tractor is like taking home the old tractor award one more time. It's the big tractor that could. It still does.
But for the team,
we're on target now.
Today's work isn't over yet.
We'll hook it onto the drill rig, and we'll be pulling this under the river.
With the pipe raised 100 feet to enter at the precise angle, the crew connects the 2-kilometer pipe to the drill rig. The team takes a moment to celebrate.
Good work.
They'll be flushing happier, yeah?
Now the pipe begins its 48-hour journey through the tunnel.
The final goal is to get that pipe mated up with the other sections that they're going to start building.
It's a crucial step in a legacy project that will serve the community for years to come.
It was cool. Thanks to the contractors and the GVRD.
All right, let's go.
For letting the world see that tow truck guys don't just pull cars out of ditches.
That was pretty awesome.
I'm pretty thankful to all of them. Maybe in 50, 100 years or whatever, when somebody hits the old trigger on the toilet, they'll think of me.
Right on, thanks, guys.
Nice work.
Good morning.
Early the next morning,
Anybody tell me what Highway 1's like?
an hour east,
Real busy.
overnight freight runs
Heavy traffic this time of the day.
roll on the Trans-Canada Highway.
Highway 1 through the Fraser Valley is vital to us because it's the one real highway that we have that allows good flow of traffic.
But just as commuters
You watch yourself and pop them.
join the morning rush,
Oh my goodness.
heading to the scene,
Let's see what we got here.
reliable towing operator Andy Cullum.
They were headed to recover a trailer in the ditch.
In the Mission 50 ton.
We want to get this out before it causes another accident.
Following in a second heavy
Let's get to work.
is Ty Kennedy.
Anytime you have to do a job on the Trans-Canada Highway, it's a lot of pressure.
Arriving on scene,
There is a truck in the ditch. Doesn't look good.
It's heavy.
What's this full of?
It's fully loaded with compost.
Wet dirt's pretty much the heaviest thing you can deal with here. You can unload it.
Yeah.
Just take forever.
Yeah.
Or try to pull on it first.
My concern is it's just going to want to buckle.
I don't want to tear the trailer open and have all that material on the ground.
Oh.
I want to make sure we get it out with no damage.
With authorities anxious to clear the distraction to drivers,
Okay, well, let's try it.
they opt for the fastest solution.
Okay, let's talk to RCMP about it.
We want to get it out of the ditch the quickest.
But to upright the fully loaded trailer,
Okay, we're good, Andy. It's shut down.
they need to close the highway.
Just pull it ahead.
What's going on? They're doing recovery.
It's critical the job gets done quickly to allow the flow of traffic.
Lines from the heavies are hooked to the trailer's frame.
Give it a pull.
Let's just see what happens. Oh.
With the amount of load, you gotta be careful with the amount of stress on your cables.
Look out!
Keep going, keep going. Gotta roll.
The wreck is back on its wheels.
Unhook that chain.
Now they need to coax it up the bank.
Bro, stop.
But with traffic backing up,
We're gonna let the traffic go.
they're forced to press pause.
We're going to allow truck traffic to come through for a while and then do the recovery.
Okay, guys, here we go.
As dawn breaks,
Still doing that recovery.
traffic is building.
This is the morning rush. It's going to get worse before it gets better. We have to get this done.
But to finish the job,
Well, let's get her to shut it down and we'll get ready to go.
they must close the highway again.
There's a lot of pressure on us to get this highway open.
Go on, grab that line.
We've got to make sure our rigging's right. Everybody's ready to go. Everybody's switched on. We want to get this out of here.
With 4 lines on the wreck,
Okay, Padawan.
Swamper Ethan Boyd will try to steer it out.
Turn hard left. If it starts to roll, hold yourself down in that seat.
We got no room for air now.
You ready?
Ready when you are.
With 40 tons on the lines,
Yeah, it's coming.
they're at the point of no return.
If something goes wrong or a line breaks, it falls back, we're screwed.
Keep pulling. Can't stop now.
Wonder what's going on there.
On Highway 1,
Pulling the truck out of the ditch.
the reliable team
We gotta go that way a little bit as he comes.
is wrangling an 80,000-pound wreck
Keep pulling.
out of the ditch
Can't stop now.
and back to the road.
Yeah.
We've got to keep it moving.
Get it as far as we can.
You're good here.
Now it's up to the Swamper.
Hey, just get Ethan to drive it out.
To finish the job.
Watch the trailer on my truck.
Okay.
Hopefully everything goes well, so I don't hear about it.
And after a 15-minute closure,
You could probably go right up to that. Pull out.
Okay.
the barely damaged semi is rolling down the road.
He's out.
Success. Always success.
And Highway 1 is reopened for the morning rush.
He's open, we're rolling.
Very proud of the team. They got it out of there really quick.
Thanks for the good work, folks. Wow, look at that.
160 kilometers northeast, just outside Merritt, BC.
Impressive.
Reliable's military rotator
Here we go.
and Dylan Greenwood head to a backcountry job.
The 6x6 is perfect. Got 6-wheel drive and 54-inch military tires.
It's awesome.
For decades, the M936 rotator recovered military equipment in punishing conditions.
We purchased this truck to get into hard terrain. That could pretty much accomplish anything.
But seeing the road ahead, Dylan stops to chain up.
This particular road is very steep. It's very icy.
Joining him today
So you haven't even seen the truck?
No.
is rookie operator Jesse Maunu.
I love working at Reliable. A lot of it can be challenging.
Don't tangle them up.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be learning and picking up as he goes.
Go to work.
Leaving the 1 ton behind, Dylan and Jesse head up the icy road.
How's that chain in the back looking?
Good so far.
It's very important to make sure the chains don't break.
10 minutes up the hill,
That's probably it.
the pair reach their target.
Looks like it rolled down a hill. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he hit a tree when he rolled down.
The pickup truck
Been sitting out here for a while now.
is stranded.
The road's just up there. He rolled down the bank, landed back on its wheels.
We're just going to hook up to it, and we're going to drag this thing down the hill.
So if you want to jump in there, Jesse. Yep. Jesse's gonna steer it and I'll pull it.
But hauling the wreck out of the bush.
Yeah, I just turn the key on.
Battery's dead.
You got any brakes?
I hope so.
Hopefully. You're gonna find out.
Will require nerves of steel.
This is my first time ever doing anything like this.
All right, we're rolling.
The 6x6 starts hauling the 5,000-pound truck.
We're gonna come around the corner, guys.
Through deep snow, just to get on the road.
So far, everything's looking good.
But now,
There we go.
it's an icy bobsled run.
Stop now.
2 kilometers down a steep grade.
The road is a sheet of ice, and there's corners with steep drop-offs.
A lot of adrenaline. It's nerve-wracking trying to keep it slow.
Careful now.
He could come around the corner, and with enough momentum, could crash off the road.
I'm nervous about this one.
Hey! Careful now.
Barreling down an icy back road, The military rotator has a pickup on the hook with no brakes.
The pickup truck doesn't run, so the braking system and the steering system don't work properly. So it's strong arm steering. Hopefully it doesn't rear end me going down the hill.
Here's the home stretch.
But after 2 kilometers, the road starts to flatten out.
Pretty relieved. It was a lot of fun, though, I can tell you that.
You're laughing now.
I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Jesse's a big boy. He'll figure it out.
Back at the pullout.
Arms are sore now.
Pick it up from the rear.
Jesse's 1-ton
Good.
takes over the tow.
You the man.
I love the different jobs in towing. That's my favorite part about it.
Still in there?
Yeah.
To pull it through the snow and ice, it simplifies a lot of things when you've got a 6x6 wrecker.
Beautiful. We're done. There's no truck better.
Having the military truck makes me feel good. I know they have the tools, and with their skill, they can get the job done.
Drive safe, guys. Yeah, you too, bud. Yeah, on the other side. Beautiful, Dave.
2.5 hours southwest.
I'm just taking in the sights. Looking at sights.
At the acquiring yard, Al enjoys some productive downtime.
Change the tires. Not every day is a tow truck day. Some days we do a little bit of maintenance.
I remember these tires weighing so much.
Come on, baby. Every job we do is different. And every call we do is different. So one day you're driving a tow truck, and one day you're working on the D9. Carrying on some other adventure.
Yeah, I'm not as fast as a real tire guy, but
It's enjoyable. That's what it's about. And looking cool.
And we're good.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell. 1 year after disaster.
That's gonna take a while.
The Coquihalla, it's something we took for granted.
2 crews in the canyon
Did it boom down a bit? Whoa.
fight a nose-down payload.
Hold on.
Whoa, whoa. Jamie's rotator
This is wrong.
has a wreck on the edge.
Just be careful.
And a dozer showdown.
All right, here we go.
For Team Green.
Watch out.
Xin chào, hôm nay cùng mình tô màu cho bức tranh này nhé. là mình đã hướng dẫn mọi người hoàn thiện xong bức tranh này. Cảm ơn mọi người đã theo dõi video của mình.